Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do kind of an unboxing and a detailed review on how to use this Affresh Coffeemaker cleaner. I just did a video on this. It's kind of along the same lines. And today I'm going to do this. And then I'm gearing up for a big video where I'm going to do all of these descaling and coffee cleaners. Kind of compare them all against each other. But today it's just this Affresh. So let's see what you get in the box. 3 tablets. This sells for $6.74 on Amazon, so that's about a little over $2 for a tablet. $2.25. Like a hard tablet in there. What's it look like? Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, so it says it fights hard water and mineral buildup for a better brew. So it looks like these are just designed for descaling. This one was mainly geared towards removes the coffee oil and residue. So it says it does single serve coffee makers, which are typically like Keurigs, and it does multi-cup coffee makers, which is like a standard coffee maker. I've got the Hamilton Beach here, but this has got a single serve on this side, but it's just a standard coffee maker on this side. And I've got the Keurig K Select that I'm going to try it in. So basically, both instructions are about the same. Fill the water reservoir to the max, drop one of these tablets in there, it should dissolve, and then do a brew. And then, of course, a bunch of rinse cycles of just fresh water running through the machine to kind of rinse out the chemicals. So these instructions don't talk about letting it sit or soak for a while. They just want you to run it through and then run your rinse cycles through. Okay, so I've got the tablet. Let's just put it in the Keurig and see what happens. If you've got a carbon water filter, make sure you remove your carbon water filter. So it does dissolve pretty quick. I'm probably going to let it dissolve first before I start. So over here on the coffee maker, I got it filled up to the max, 12 cups. I've got my water in the back. So I'm just going to drop it in. So it's dissolving. A little harder to see in a coffee maker when it's completely all dissolved. So back over here at the Keurig, it's getting smaller. It's definitely pretty sudsy. So it's been about a minute. Looks like it's still got a little ways to go. Water's getting nice and sudsy. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and it's almost gone. Water's nice and sudsy. Again, over here on the coffee maker, a little harder to tell. I still see bubbles coming up. Okay, so we're probably ready to start. Let's do some brewing. Over here, I'm just going to make sure there's no K-cup in. Turn the unit on. And I'm going to run it on the largest setting. So yeah, give it 5 minutes. So yeah, give it 5 minutes and it's pretty well dissolved. And now you're ready to start running it through the machine. So over here, I don't see any more bubbles coming up per se, so I'm going to start the process on the coffee maker. So on the coffee maker, you just brew like you were going to brew a normal coffee. But make sure you don't have a filter in. Now let's see, we do have quite a bit of coffee staining on this one. We'll see if it does anything with that. No, make sure your brew basket's in, but no filter or coffee grounds. Press your brew button, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the first batch through doesn't have much of the solution in it because the tank inside there had water in it from before. Over here on the coffee maker side, it's a little sudsy, not too bad. Okay, so on the Keurig side, it's not too sudsy, but we're starting to get some of the chemical to come through it. Definitely, I don't smell. It definitely has no smell to it. Not like a vinegar solution or anything. Over here on the coffee maker side, this is what it looks like. And the water reservoir, that's what it looks like in the coffee maker. So over here on the coffee, I am getting some stuff kind of floating around, so it is doing something on the inside. Now, it doesn't necessarily have a blue tint or anything to it. It's kind of clear liquid. And it's not super sudsy. I like that, because sometimes when they get super sudsy, they can be hard to rinse. And we're just going to keep running it through on the Keurig until the add water light comes on. Okay, so my add water light is on the Keurig. So I'm gonna empty this solution out and rinse all this out to get all this suds out and fill this up with just fresh water. And I'm gonna do my fresh water rinses now through the machine. Okay, so on the Keurig side, this is fresh water. Now I'm just running fresh water through the machine. On the coffee maker side, there's a few things floating around in there. So the coffee maker side is finishing up. So again, it does look like it did some good on the coffee maker side. On the Keurig side, I'm on my second reservoir, and it's not as, you can tell it's starting to get a lot clearer. So on the coffee maker side, I'm just going to dump this down the drain. I'm going to run 2 more pots of just fresh water through this machine to kind of help clean out the chemical side. So on the coffee maker side, I do see some, yeah, there's definitely some hard water deposits, some calcium deposits that they got out. So this, I think it worked really well as far as descaling. Okay, so on the coffee maker side, I had descaled this with vinegar before, and it did a pretty good job of getting some more crud out of the machine. So I think it works pretty good. So over here, it didn't do the best job on the oils from the coffee, kind of the staining. I do think this does a better job with this. This would have definitely cleaned all that brown staining up. I mean, this did do a little bit of cleaning. I think this is mainly descaling, and this is mainly for the coffee oils. So I would use a combination of both if you really want to clean your coffee maker really good. And again, on this side, I'm going to run 2 pots of water through the machine just to kind of make sure and get it all cleaned out. So down in the water reservoir, you know, it cleaned it a little bit too. Hard to see, but. So I think I might have just found an alternative to vinegar. This is, it's a little more expensive than vinegar, but it is a little simpler to use. Again, I'm going to be doing another video with about 10 different descaling solutions off of Amazon and from Walmart, and with these tablets too. And I'll do a side-by-side comparison of all of them. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.